What is going on, everyone? I am so very excited to open this figure right here for many reasons, mainly two, maybe three reasons. One, because it looks like a really nice figure, great colors, a very interesting character, a not very well-known character, so I love to explore those figures. And number two, because it's the last figure I need to open up. I have so many boxes open here. I just filmed so many videos trying to get all my Batman rogues, and this is the last one. The only one I'm not filming is this Hugo Strange because he's the same as this figure, essentially. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We are talking about Catman here. Yes, that's his name, Catman. Anyway, we're about to get into it, but if you haven't, before we do, please so very much, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment down below. Yes. Anyway, what I just said before may not be following in. Maybe you don't know who I am, but I'm building my Batman Rogues gallery. I just got in a bunch of figures. I got that brand new Killer Croc versus Grim Knight. Got the brand new Deadshot. Found this guy at a toy show for a very reasonable price, and then immediately found it $10 cheaper after I bought it. So that kind of sucked. But anyway, still got it for a good deal. I just opened Zaz, got him for a nice score. Anyway, I'm happy about this one. This is one of those figures where I wasn't sure if I would ever find him. You know, he's not necessarily a terribly expensive figure. You could go on Amazon, buy him for like $40-50. But I got him at a toy show for, I think I paid $30. And then like literally some guy at a stand literally like 15 feet had two of them, selling them $20 each. But anyway, who cares? I also got that Doomsday figure, the Doomsday Superman 2-pack. Oh, what an incredible figure. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's, guys, just please take a look at him real quick. We got the Catman there. We got the Catman here. We got some nice accessories and a nice cape. I really like this cape. I'm very excited to open this guy up. I actually don't know a ton about this character. I honestly couldn't tell you his name, like his non-supervillain name, his real name. Anyway, let's open him up, take a look at him, and we'll be right back. All right, here we are, guys, back with this incredible figure. Can't wait to talk about it. But first, I must complain about McFarlane Toys, which has become a theme of my most recent videos. I know I talk about it all the time. You guys know what I'm about to bring up. About the packaging when it comes to McFarlane Toys. And my obsession with complaining about these zip ties. Now, this isn't what I'm going to complain. I just want to bring up their track record of terrible packaging decisions. Because we don't need them. They just get in the way. We're trying to cut them. We're worried about cutting our character's cape. Don't worry, McFarlane has one-upped themselves. Here is the clear plastic case that this figure was so carefully put into, and you might notice, very eagle-eyed viewers that are probably wearing the glasses, there's some tape here. This tape and the other tape right here are connected to the cape, holding the cape back in the packaging. I couldn't think of a more nonsense and crazy decision than to put tape on the most rippable part of this action figure, his cape, intentionally. Like, how do you suppose take that out without tearing the cape? It's not like it's hard, you know, you can kind of finesse it. Just takes a little bit of fine motor skills, which I'm not known for. I have massive hands. I'm a massive human being. But anyway, why? You can just not do that. You can just not put tape on it. Kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I'm done complaining about McFarlane Toys. Let's talk about this figure, but first let's talk about his lovely accessories. Here are the first of his accessories. He has these wonderful knives, looking great, and even better, they do go on to his belt, which I'll show later on. Then he comes with just some two hands to hold those knives. Look at that. Looking really good. I'm really liking it. Now let's take a look at this glorious figure. Now, one thing you may not be able to see, depending on my camera, your eyes, and everything else, is these wonderful colors. I love this orange and brown. Just such a classic figure. This is a figure that, you know, if they were to bring him into like the Arkham games, bring him into like a TV show, the movies, he would be given a very modern costume. And it'd probably look dope. But I love seeing this classic costume. This really is nice. Oh, so cool. And then, but we got to talk about these right here, these wonderful claws. They look magnificent. So it looks like he's just holding them and they coming out. Just, wow, incredible. A little bent there, but I'm not going to complain about that. I think that is fantastic. Love these colors, nice and bright. God, I think that this is a fantastic figure. And let's take a look at this head sculpt right here. Looking really nice. Now, let's hold on right here. Hold up. Here's his card, because I don't know what this dude's name is. Thomas Blake. Morally, okay, no, you guys read that. Here you go. Pause there. Not really sure too much about his origin story, but nice head sculpt for Thomas here. Nice looking eyes. And look at those teeth. Looking good. I really like the symbol. It's like a red on the orange. It's like, it's really good. And I don't really love a ton of bright colors all the time, but this character they work well with, and I'm excited about it. Look at that belt there too, looking really nice. Gotta love that. I'll show you where these knives go right in the back here. I'm doing this. Don't know if my camera's picking it up. There we go. Wonder if they're supposed to go in like this or like this. There we go. That knife is never being moved. I guarantee you that. Ow! I just stabbed myself with it. And there's his butt and his knives. And good. Now let's take a look at this nice cape. Now this is not a bendable cape. You know, I've always been someone to mention that I don't love some of these soft good capes. I'll take them or leave them. I don't really desire them. I don't really hate them. But this looks really nice, man. Nice cape. Nice brown color. I also like here you can see like he's got like the straps on him. Like it looks like the straps are holding the cape almost. It looks like a thrown together costume. Like if I had to recreate this costume, having no sewing skills and anything, I feel like I could do a pretty decent job at it. Like it looks homemade. He looks great. It's really just a great design. So good. And I'm gushing over this figure, man. I like it. And then going back, you see he's got these nice gloves here that go up all the way. Not all the way. They're really looking nice. And you see just so much. Like it's such a simple figure, but it's just looking so great. I'm really loving this figure, guys. If you couldn't tell. I mean, look at the articulation, you know, just to ruin it just a little bit. Because it's McFarlane figure, and this doesn't really come with a ton of articulation. Got that double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, those weird ankle hinges, and that right there. I'd show you his his abdomen here, but he doesn't really come with much. Actually, to be honest, right here, you see this right there? It's better than like half of all McFarlane toys, to be honest. Probably better. It's probably better than 80%. But he's looking fantastic, man. I'm loving this figure. Anyway, let me put him down. Let's get him into a nice pose, and we'll get into my final thoughts. All right. Here we are. Save the best for last. As I mentioned, this is the last figure I'm opening before I throw them all up on my Batman Rogues gallery. This guy is incredible. I got him this nice pose right here, and I got in this pose and I put him on the ground, ready to pose and ready to just fight with him to stand, and he stood perfectly. Just put him on the ground. He loves me as much as I love him, and that's incredible. But what a figure! I generally think this is a great figure to have for the collection. It's a necessary figure if you want to build a Batman Rogues gallery. I don't know much about him. I just know he is a Batman Rogue. And, you know, the one thing I'm a little bit regretful is I see in my camera that it doesn't come through the colors as much, but as they're not the same, but they still look great. I can't stress enough, this is a fantastic figure. If you are able to get your hands on one, I highly recommend doing so. One of the better figures McFarlane has done. And to be honest, it's not like, you know, it's nothing special. We've seen this body mold a ton of times. Nothing new with articulation. We've seen capes like this before. It's just, I think it's a great character design, and it was built with the intention of making it the best it could be. You know, I see so many figures like, for example, this is Zaz, which I could have made a better Zaz figure, but I couldn't have made a better Catman figure. Like, this is as good as a Catman figure would be in the McFarlane line, and I think that that's fantastic. Anyway, you know, I'm just happy. Anyway, peace out, guys. I am exhausted. It's 3:30 in the morning. I can't even go to bed because I have to still work for another half an hour. Yes, I'm doing this while working a real job. But anyway, peace out, guys. All right. Here. I've been doing the peace out post show and a lot of videos. Oh my god, dude, look how big of a mess this room is. I can't wait to just throw out a bunch of boxes and move on to some more reviews. Here is my Batman Rogues gallery, and some figures have fallen over. Pretty sure my Catman, I just kicked them over. I did. But anyway, I'm so excited. I'm going to probably do this in the morning, putting all those figures up. I still got to take pictures and do a bunch of stuff with all the figures. But anyway, peace out, guys. Go check out that other video. I'll make sure to post a link to it when it does come out. Anyway, peace out.